Hey, welcome back, everyone. So, what went wrong for Manchester United? You know, crazy. Well, Galatasaray they had warned Manchester United that they were entering hell, and Bruno Fernandes did his best to take them to heaven instead. And then what happened? Um, they got their Champions League hopes hanging by a thread right now, and a match which they were supposed to win really easily, it just ended up in a 3-3 draw. So, for the first goal, Fernandez he weaved his way through the Galatasaray defense and gave that pass to Alejandro Garnacho, and it was a pretty good goal. Two back-to-back goals and back-to-back games. Um, after that bicycle kick, so Garnacho is on fire. And what Garnacho did was that he went and shushed the crowd and said, "Hey, I can't hear you." And these people at Galatasaray, they stand up while watching the game, and they're probably the loudest crowd. I don't think any other crowd in Europe is that loud, and that's why they got their thing. That motto, "Welcome to hell." So then, what happened was that another counterattack happened. And this time, Scott McTominay put the game to bed. But we thought that the game was over, but it wasn't. So, then we saw Ziyech. He got that free kick, and the first one was pretty good. The second one, yeah, Onana fumbled it. The first one, I think he didn't see it coming, and so then, all of a sudden, we were like, okay, wait, the match isn't over, and so and then that substitute, Kareem Actor Koglu, he scored that screamer, to level the game. Um, but uh, as it usually is in Istanbul, there was more drama to come, and Garnacho, McTominay, and Pelistri, they came, really close to finding a winner, but United just didn't get that goal they were looking for, and now they sit in the bottom of Group A, and they don't know if they're gonna remain in the competition because the next game against Bayern Munich, you know, it, it's really hard to bet against Bayern, although they are playing that well. But betting against them, especially in the Champions League, and especially in the group stage, they haven't really lost any games so far. They just drew their match, and there was a controversial penalty which the referee didn't give. We think that was wrong. It was a penalty. So now, they gotta win that game, and they also gotta hope because they're last in the group. They gotta hope that the game between Galatasaray and Copenhagen ends in a draw. Because if one of the team wins, they'll get 8 points, and United's sitting at four right now. So 4 plus 3 is 7. You know, they'll go to Europa then. So, looking at the players, um, Nana did make a point blank save from Luca Torreira, but for the free kick, he was in pure, as I said, the first one he didn't see coming, and the second one, he fumbled it. So his kicking was pretty dodgy too. I think he gets a 3 out of a 10. United basically lost the game because of him. But, obviously Ten Hag, he's not going to blame him. That's all right. Van Bissaka, 6 out of 10. Lindelof, another 6 out of 10. And surprisingly, Harry Maguire, he's been playing well. He gets a 7 out of 10. He kept his nerve in the pressure cooker atmosphere. And, he made some excellent interventions while also moving the ball well. He's been doing well lately. Luke Shaw, finally back. 7 out of 10 in my opinion. His return has made the world of a difference, and United is actually starting to compete. Yesterday, I guess it was more about the atmosphere. So let's look at their midfield. You got Sofian Amrabat, 5 out of 10 in my opinion. Thing is, he's a little slow, and he couldn't really cope up with Galatasaray's quick transitions and counterattacks, and that's the reason why he was taken off early in the second half. Um, Bruno Fernandes, one of the best players, I'd give him an 8 out of 10. He's outstanding just when United needed him. Set up the opener. His strike was stunning as hell. And he worked tirelessly throughout the game, just like a captain should. And just what a midfielder has to do in that, number 10 role or that high 8 role that he has. He's got to go up and down, protect your defensive lines and create an attack. I think he was, next to perfect. McTominay gets a 7 out of 10. Great movement. Ten Hag was, about to drop this guy, probably even sell him. But then came those 2 goals, earlier. And ever since then, Ten Hag hasn't been able to take him off. So, pretty good. Anthony, 6 out of 10. He's improved from his recent dross and has actually looked dangerous at times. But, the problem with him is that his eagerness to cut inside, that undid a couple of good attacks that United would have made. Rasmus Højlund, 5 out of 10. Didn't get many openings and didn't hold the ball up well. I think this guy, like Haaland, he needs a number 10 to operate with. His performance will improve if he can get that. And Ten Hag, at Ajax, he was playing a 4-2-3-1 system. And you got that guy behind the striker. Over here, he's playing a 4-3-3. And it's not really helping out Højlund. Obviously, he was having his first season in the Premier League. Garnacho, I'd give him a 7 out of 10. 7.5. Scored for the second time in a row, as I said before. And what's impressive is his off the ball movement. So this guy, he's very promising. I know some of the Barcelona guys hate him and all that because he emulates Ronaldo and all that. But so all that controversy surrounding Messi unfollowing him, whereas Messi hadn't even followed him in the first place. And the Argentina camp, obviously Messi is the captain, so these guys are close. It's just that, the people make it up and all that. But, even despite the 2 back-to-back goals, he was about to score his third one as well. And what was surprising was that, Ten Hag just took him off. So, that was for this game, I think that wasn't really the best move. If we look at the subs, there's Kobe Mainu, 7 out of 10 in my opinion. Very calm as you like on the ball. But as with, the youngsters, he did struggle a bit physically. They got to pace this guy. They got to keep him involved. And don't overplay him. He's a young guy. If you overplay these young guys, they can get injured. And he's back from an injury as well. So they got to be very careful with this guy. Anthony Martial, 5 out of 10. Problem with this guy is that he doesn't have enough pace to get behind. And as far as his decision making goes, he made wrong decisions on more than one occasion. Diogo Dalot, I think 6 out of 10. He did create a lot of danger when he came on, but problem with him is that his final ball is lacking. So that final pass, he'll play one really good match, and then all of a sudden, there are all these games where he is, just a bit above average. So he's got to be more consistent. Pelistri, 5 out of 10. He missed 2 big chances, and he wanted to be the hero when he could have picked a better passing option. That's why I'm giving a 5 out of 10. As far as Erik Ten Hag goes, this is for the second European game in a row that his side, Manchester United, they surrendered a two-goal lead. And he's got to take some of the blame for that. Uh, Although, if you look at it, he's not blaming Onana, but if Onana had been just a little better in this game, United would have won. And then, we wouldn't be talking about this. So I wouldn't like to blame Ten Hag, but obviously, he's got to have that atmosphere where things have to, start clicking and falling in place. I'd just say that, his subbing off Garnacho, that was just a baffling move. So, still confused about it why he did that. Um, so that's about it. See you guys next time.